Welcome to the podcast What's Next from and with Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter. As an expert of self-determination and mindset mentor, I am discussing issues such as happiness in life, success in career, fascinating world of passion, endless growth, and healthy body and mind. Thanks for listening to the podcast and hope you're going to take the one or other advice for a growth in your life. Enjoy listening to it. The Christmas days are over. Today is the 27th of December 2022 and it's a bridge day in between Christmas and New Year's Eve. It's a good day to think about, to discuss about Christmas and what's the meaning of Christmas in all deep looking at it. I remember 1987, with the age of 18, I was living in London. Staying at a Jewish family, I was studying English and working as an au pair girl. At that year, I was celebrating Christmas on my own, without family. I have to admit, until that very moment, I didn't really care about Christmas. Why should I? It was always there. That's the benefit of our society growing up in Austria. Christmas was a big meaning for the whole family. It was a general traditional way of celebrating. There was this usual Christmas tree who was smelling well and just gave a touch of wood. The forest was brought into our home. To put it in lights and to decorate it was a great thing, a tool what we all did as a family. To find all this beautiful, colorful, packed in parcels was another adding up. And already by that time, my mom was taking care very well that we did not only destroy the paper, but just made it really with peace and calmness in order to other use the Christmas present paper. Christmas. Being back in 1987 on my own, sitting on my floor in my room in this Jewish family, I was wondering about what Christmas actually means. My mom was sending me a parcel, which was still closed, sitting in front of me, and I touched with care and love this parcel, which I know my mom was preparing with a lot of attention and love. I opened it up, and what I found inside made me cry. Being 18, being tough, and being a grown-up woman believing in it. To see the beautiful homemade cakes was really bringing me up in my all way of being. It made me understand in this very moment that it didn't matter the present. It didn't matter all this lighting, which especially London by that year was just fascinating in watching and was a completely new world to me. What meant of Christmas was to spend it with people you love, to spend it in peace, and to share love and thankfulness with people of your joy and of your decision. Sitting alone in this room by that time made me understand how important it is that you choose well what you do with whom. And that's also something I want to invite you with this podcast, that you think about what had Christmas 2022 brought to you. What was the joy and the great happenings, what actually had really brought up your life. Invite yourself to look at it from another angle, from the outside look, in order to understand what really took place. And as well, do you remember your first Christmas being away from your family? And how did you actually overlive that? What was your experience, your feeling? No matter how old you are now, invite yourself to look at it with open minds, with an open heart, in order to understand what was your teaching, your lesson. We live through a lot of experiences, and most of the times we do not understand actually what we really live through. We don't understand the lessons, what we actually gained within this experience. For me, as a mindset mentor, I always look at things and wonder about what is the teaching here. What is the positive way of looking? What did I learn? What is the gift here? And by gift, I do not mean a proper gift by an object, but by the experience of whatever we learned. Let's face it, time is one of the precious gifts you can actually give to somebody else. To spend time with people of your joy, of happiness, of love is something which is the true gift in life. To learn from each other and to spend time by laughing, by sharing experience, by sharing knowledge is one of the most beautiful gifts we can give to each other. So I wonder, do you actually know who you want to spend time with? Who of your family members, who of your friends, who of your neighbors are doing good to you? Or is it something you never thought about it? Well, then do so now. This time frame when the nature is calm and it seems like to be asleep is for us humans a great invitation in looking at things in a different angle. In order for us to understand what is really, really important in our life, besides what we spend the time with, it's also very important to know who we spend time with. So I would like to invite you to take a piece of paper and really summarize from a true and honest look at it, who is doing good to you, who of your people in your surrounding are a gift. Each time when you spend time with them, your heart is fulfilled with love and with joy. Write these names down. Make sure that you summarize that awareness in order for you to understand what is really important. And once you summarize the names, make sure that you are going to give them the time, your time as a present, in order for organizing more often to be seen, more often to spend time together. You will see once you did this, you're going to have a big growth in your life because it's more than just a gift. It's growth of pure love. It's growth of pure honesty. And that's what you, as your Picasso of your life, are intended to do. So feel invited to do so. And since you have already a piece of paper in front of you, I also would like to invite you to make sure that you are going to go and to ask yourself, what did you learn this Christmas? What are the teachings? What is the positive, what you have learned? Write that down and make sure that you are summarize all this great experience for your future, because whatever you actually go through is that's what you are going to do for yourself. And last but not least, there is a third very important issue I want to bring up here. How much time do you spend with yourself, with the most important person in life? Do you spend enough time? Or do you satisfy your environment, all your friends and family members? So let me invite you that as from now on, you give yourself time as a present in order for you to clearly decide what do you want to do with your time. It is you who is the most important person in your life. Allow yourself to give you this time by writing down how much time every week, at least, or even every day, you give yourself. And may this only be half an hour. Dedicate this in your own growth because, my dear, you are worth it. Go for it. Thank you for listening to the podcast What's Next from and with Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter. Wishing you a great week and all the best in the meantime. Bye bye.